Financial advisors are now telling you buy Bitcoin. And they're actually telling you to allocate a large portion of your portfolio to Bitcoin. And we're going to be talking about it in this video because as the price of Bitcoin continues to rise, as more and more people buy in, as the demand surges, we are going to see gains unlike we have ever seen before. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we can invest in Bitcoin indirectly, directly, and so on. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, bigger Bitcoin hodl. It's time for 10 to 40% of your portfolio to be in crypto, according to financial advisor Rick Edelman. Now, we're going to talk about this because, and I'm not going to go through the entirety of the article here, but not too long ago, back in 2021, Edelman said as low as 1% of your portfolio should be allocated towards cryptocurrency, and that was reasonable. He has now changed his tune to 10% to 40% of your portfolio. It says, today I am saying 40%. That's astonishing, he told CNBC's Crypto World in an interview. No one has ever said such a thing. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure there are people out there that have said allocate a large portion of your portfolio to cryptocurrency. So we're going to ignore that, Rick. All right? But the why is the most important thing. It says, for one, it's because a massive change has been seen in the industry, what he called the evolution of crypto over the last 4 years. 4 years ago, he said that we didn't know if governments would ban Bitcoin or if the technology would be obsolete and if consumers and institutions would adopt it. Today, all of those questions have been resolved. Edelman, who heads the Digital Asset Council of Financial Advisors, is radically changed and is now a mainstream asset. For sure, more mainstream crypto becomes, the more it will feature across investment portfolios. Bitcoin ETFs have been taking in billions this year, among the top asset class in ETF inflows this year. One sign of crypto's arrival on the radar of more financial advisors and long-term investors. And another big shift is Edelman sees longer term is just as important to his view on crypto allocations is the end of the traditional 60-40 model of long-term investing, 60% stocks, 40% bonds, which Edelman says is obsolete due to increased longevity. Life expectancy in the United States has risen from 47 in the 1900s to 85 today and is projected to potentially reach as high as 100 over the next 30 years if technological advances related to medicine continue to proceed. If you're a financial advisor and you had a 30-year-old client who is saving for their long-term future, you would tell them to put 100% of their money in stocks because they have 50 years to go, said Edelman. Today's 60-year-old is kind of like yesterday's 30-year-old. And that's very interesting. So you need to create better returns than you can from bonds, and you need to hold equities longer than ever before, Edelman said. And that's allocation model shifts away from the classic 40% bond allocation. He said crypto needs to play a much bigger role in investing. And guys, I couldn't agree more, right? We are on the brink of an industry that is yet to boom. Now, if you go back to 2021, it was much different. I agree with Rick, right? We had an administration that was bent on making sure that you stayed as poor as possible, that they would not allow you to thrive, and they were very concerned with banning cryptocurrency, outlawing it, because they do not want the retail investor to prosper. Here we are today, embracing crypto, creating regulatory clarity, is sort of deeming the United States the crypto capital of the world. Governments across the earth are buying Bitcoin. Countries are loading up. Institutions are setting out and creating entire departments to buy Bitcoin. Guys, this industry is just beginning, and I am very excited about it, both short-term and long-term. Now, I do continue to accumulate Bitcoin out on the KSX exchange, so make sure to check that link out down in the description. But another way that I'm acquiring Bitcoin and exposing myself to the upside is through Bitcoin Bull. In just 1 day and 19 hours, this official ICO is going to end here, and the countdown for the launch is going to begin. Current price, 0.258 cents. And if you guys are interested in buying, you're going to click buy with crypto or buy with card, connect your wallet. Now, I like to connect via Best Wallet. You guys can do it however you want. Type in how much you want, and those tokens are yours on launch day. Now, from there, understand that this is also an indirect investment in Bitcoin, because when Bitcoin hits $150,000, you're going to receive a Bitcoin airdrop. When Bitcoin hits $200,000, you're going to receive a Bitcoin airdrop. If, please pay attention to that, you hold in Best Wallet, because they needed to partner with a wallet, multi-chain wallet, that would allow them to look at the ICO and airdrop based on that. And also, you have to buy during the ICO. Can I really earn free Bitcoin? Yes, you can, but the tokens have to be bought during the community sale. You can't buy them on a dip after it goes live or anything like that. You got to make sure you grab them now. Guys, if Bitcoin's surging to $200,000, I imagine tiny little cryptos like Bitcoin Bull are going to be surging, hopefully at a higher pace than Bitcoin is surging, right? More than double. It wouldn't be hard for a tiny little token like this to see a 100% gain. But also the fact that we get Bitcoin airdrop to our wallets is phenomenal at those higher prices. I am buying. I don't know what you guys are doing. I want to know what you're doing down in the comments below. Let me know. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.